Hello, morning. So as you can see, 304 days to go and counting, and the beast from the east is still with us, which is making working on the bike very difficult. So the K100 is safely tucked away in the garage, and I'm just trying to keep warm as best I can. But I have got something for you. We've got some footage from earlier in the year, probably think about early February, when Toby headed out on his bike to come out and see me. And he's currently using all my filming equipment and also my lid. And it's him trying to vlog for the first time. And I'm going to put it together the best I can to make a video for Mapped, as this is going to be the way things will be for the next year. Hope you enjoy the footage. Hope you all are keeping warm in this horrible weather, and of course riding safe, and I'll be back real soon. So until then, take care, and we'll be back real soon.
So, beautiful sunny day, as you can see. A balmy 4 degrees out, due to be pissing down all day. And I'm off to see the main man Blake in Manchester, who just whilst he's recovering has very kindly lent me his camera setup. So today you're going to get to ride with me for a bit. It is a bit of a crappy day, and I am going to be mostly taking the motorway, so it's not going to be a very exciting ride. It's, as is Mapp's tradition, the putting on of the gloves. The Tiger is fueled up, mostly. And today we are going for not sport mode, no, not sport mode. Today we will be going for rain mode. Okay, so RAM mount all set up, Google Maps ready to go, hooked up to the Cardo, so I've got full voice guided sat nav. Don't really need it for where I'm going today, but it's always nice to have it as a backup. Something you might be able to see on the screen there. The one slight downside of the RAM mount X grip is that where it grips on the phone, because of the placement of the buttons either side of the phone, tends to sort of interfere with the buttons a little bit, but as long as you're careful with it, it doesn't cause a major problem. Other than that, absolutely fantastic bit of kit. Really solid. Doesn't move around, doesn't shake. I've been using this fairly consistently now for a good few months, and it's just a really solid piece of kit. So there we go. Heated grips on, lining gloves on, chilly day, wearing about 7 different layers. Oh, riding on a new back tyre as well. Didn't need a new back tyre, but managed to get a screw lodged through the side of the previous one, so going to be taking it easy today. Brand new back tyre, horrible wet weather, and no doubt the usual array of interesting driving techniques to be found. So let's do this. The only slight downside of this setup today is as well as using Blake's camera, I'm also borrowing his very comfortable Ally helmet, which is fantastic except for in one area, in that it doesn't have a pin lock insert, so it has a habit of getting rather steamy, and of course with it being a nice wet day as well, instantly steamed up. But I'm sure as I get moving and get a bit of airflow, that won't be a problem. So my usual little routine coming down this road in the morning is it tends to be quite quiet, nice and straight and flat, so I always use it to get a bit of heat in the tyres to begin with, and also make sure the brakes are all working nicely front and back. Give the back brakes a bit of a squeeze, feel the ABS kick in. Away we go. Now I don't know if the mic is going to be picking up the sat nav. That's the nice Google lady telling me where to go, in the politest possible way, of course. Obviously as I get onto the motorway, she will pipe down and I can enjoy the ride. And I'll be travelling up the M6 today towards Manchester, so you can expect the usual array of roadworks, traffic jams, 60-mile-an-hour limits, speed cameras. Of course the first speed trap was introduced to Britain in 104 AD by the Romans. Due to the lack of camera technology at the time, it simply consisted of a man on a pole shouting "slow down" as you went past on your chariot. Now we've got all sorts of clever cameras, number plate recognition technology, so there really is no hiding from the speed limit. And of course, being a sensible, conscientious rider, one would always stick to the speed limit anyway. So, a nice boring ride today. But any excuse to take the bike out, not that I need an excuse, but nonetheless. Bit of rain never stops anyone. Ah, good, straight behind the horse box, just what we needed. Okay, and we're away. Hopefully Callum and Peter will be joining us this evening. The usual array of boys' antics planned, bad movies, bottles of whiskey, and no doubt some sort of filthy takeaway to keep us amused for the evening. Paul Blake is still somewhat housebound at the moment because of his broken femur, so I'm going to go and cheer him up and put together some dastardly plans for the rest of the year. A couple of bits about the Tiger. As I said, you know, great all-rounder really, but when you're doing sort of motorway mileage, it's got some nice little features. It's got the cruise control, these little fins on the side here that you can see, they do really help to divert the wind away from your shoulders. I don't really get any buffeting on this bike, a little bit probably around the top of my helmet, but nothing that a little sort of extender on the visor there wouldn't fix. But to be honest, like I said, I ride this daily to work, up and down the motorway, and I find it incredibly comfortable, very easy to ride, and nimble enough to weave in and out of traffic, tall enough to see over the cars in front of you so you can see what's coming and play Spot the Dickhead, which is obviously one of my favourite games. Nothing bad to say about the bike really. The only downside I have found, being a motorcycle enthusiast, is there's not a lot I can do on this bike myself. It's very much off to the garage if I need something doing, need something looking at. I'm very much used to enjoy tinkering with the 955 and being able to, you know, play around with it and do little bits of sort of workshop stuff myself, but not so much with the 1050. So really thinking about getting another project bike, because I'm itching to get my hands dirty again and get stuck into another project. So possibly something Blake and I will be discussing this evening. Lovely rainy day. Luckily Old Yella's made another appearance, so kept me safe and dry and warm all through the NC500. Busted her out again today for this soggy February day. I was hoping by now, with a bit of airflow, this visor might have started to clear a bit, but unfortunately no such luck, so still very steamy in here. I can just about see out the top couple of inches, so I'm having to tilt my head down to see where I'm going at the minute. So if you're getting a lot of handlebar, a lot of mirror and not much else on the video, I do apologise. Unfortunately the only way I can see where I'm going. Maybe it'll dry up a little bit. as I get up the road and go and get a slightly better view. And as this is a rather boring ride today, I would like to take a quick moment to say a massive thank you to all of our YouTube subscribers. A couple of days ago we hit the 1,000 subscribers mark, which is a massive achievement for us, for the MAP team. We're all really excited to have hit that sort of milestone. So thank you very much to all you guys that have been watching and enjoying our videos and subscribing to the channel. And I hope we can bring you, as the weather starts to get a bit better, some nicer rides, some more enjoyable stuff, and some exciting things planned for later on in the year as well. So stay tuned, tell your friends, and thanks very much for watching. While I've got the opportunity as well, I think it's worth mentioning the Alpine hearing protection that I've been using for the last few months. A big thank you to the guys at Alpine that allowed us to sample some of their products free of charge. I've tried a number of sort of different earplugs, you know, the squidgy foam fellas and everything, but these really are a step above that. Not expensive really when you look at them, although obviously I didn't pay for them, but excellent bit of kit. When you buy the pack, you actually get 2 sets of plugs with 2 different ratings on them. So there's a sort of a medium rating and a high rating in terms of the level of noise that they'll block out. They seem to pretty effectively block out the wind noise whilst still allowing you to hear what's going on around you. So I've still been able to use the Bluetooth, have the music playing, I've been able to take phone calls. And actually what's really nice that I noticed is when I've got them in, what I can hear more than the wind is the sound of the exhaust and the engine, which is something that normally gets drowned out by all the buffeting when you're riding. So it's actually been quite pleasant to be able to hear the lovely triple on the 1050. You know, especially when you wind it up and you get that classic triple wail that that's one of the reasons the bikes are so popular. So as well as the benefits of being able to hear a little better and not getting that sort of audio fatigue from the constant wind noise, I've really been able to appreciate the sweet sound that these engines make. Now, the good news is the visor does seem to have finally cleared. The downside of that is that the steam seems to have just been replaced by rain. So perhaps a little problem with the visor seal on this particular one. I seem to have water on the inside. But never mind, I can now see where I'm going, so that's always a bonus. So again, cruise control is going to come into its own here. Pop it into 50. Don't have to worry about breaking the speed limit. Another nice little feature of the cruise control is that you can just knock the speed up or down manually 1 mile an hour at a time. So if you are cruising in this sort of traffic and you find that people are starting to slow down but you don't want to particularly mess about, you can just knock it down a couple of miles an hour and adjust it back up. If you're wondering what the wind noise is about, I'm actually switching between visor open and visor closed. Visor open allows me to see where I'm going a bit better, but it's absolutely pelting my face with rain. So yeah, shout out to Arai there. Get pin locks on your visors, friends. Get pin locks. Oh, here we go. Here's the traffic. If any of these nice people are going to let me squeeze through. Probably not. Able to make some progress at least through here. You obviously have to be very careful. People do love jumping about lanes. probably won't be looking for bikes on a day like today. Hopefully not your standard riding weather, at least, anyway. This fellow decided to weave across the road, hopefully. Maybe if I sit myself here in between the two lanes, some nice people will spot me and let me through. Gently squeezing through. It was noted on the last video that the audio quality on the mic was pretty bad. I'm hoping it might be a little bit better today, but again, if it's not, sorry about that. We'll have to see what we need to do to sort that. Of course, hopefully, if Blake's got any sense, he will edit out most of my waffle. So there we go, moving again. Oh, there we go. Bit of steam coming off the radiator in the rain there. Oh. So, back into the traffic. Okay. There we go, instantly steamed up visor again. Oh dear. Seriously, Arai, pin lock. It's not difficult. Luckily the traffic seems to have got moving again in the time that I stopped for a quick coffee, so hopefully you should flow a little better through here now. I've got to say, you can say what you like about McDonald's and their food and whatever else, but they do make a good cup of coffee, they really do. Oh, there we go. Spoke too soon about the traffic moving. Definitely no room to be squeezing through on this occasion. Just gonna have to sit here in the traffic like the rest of the schmucks. Seems to be opening up a little. I might be able to squeeze a couple of car lengths ahead. You never know. You never know. Certainly going to give it a go. Gonna take it real slowly through here because this is just begging to be squished. As ever, use those wing mirrors as whiskers. Squeeze your way through. Always a bit of space. I can fit through there. Oh, I can fit through there. Loads of space. Loads of space. And just for anyone that's wondering, rides with Wildcam won't always be quite so dull. This is a particularly boring ride. It's also a bit of a grim day, so there's not really much for me to tell you about. It is what it is. I've got to say, you know, borrowing this Arai helmet from Blake when I normally use my K-Berg, you really can tell the difference in the quality of the lid. You know, I mean, don't get me wrong, the K-Berg is perfectly adequate. It does the job. It's got a good safety rating. and it's got a couple of nice features for in the summer, you know, the big panel to keep you cool and whatever else, but just in terms of the comfort and the soundproofing on the Arai, it is a world apart, and you know, I guess that explains why the pricing of the two is so very different. Again, wish they had the pin lock fitted, but for any other occasion you can see why people don't mind splashing out the money on these. It really is exceptionally comfortable. And again, apologies to the regular viewers that are used to Blake's enigmatic charms, because I'm afraid I'm not nearly as interesting. So that's part of my rather dull moanings for the time being. But there we go. Well, I've got to say, it's been raining pretty much non-stop today. Still reading 4 degrees, but I'm pretty warm and toasty in here. So no dramas really. Almost there, but definitely feel like I could carry on riding for a few more hours. So just goes to show, you get the right gear and no such thing as biking season. Anyway, excellent use of headlights there by that particular chap. It's nice and easy to see him coming off the road. Hey buddy!
How are you?
I'm good man, how are you?
Well, better between you. Totally tracking you.
Oh yeah. Nice.
Okay, right.
Yeah man, this fucking visor though,
Oh really?
so steamy.
No pin lock.
Nah, such an oversight by Arai.
No, I just haven't got one for it. Oh! Oh, no. Take the other one. Yeah, I was bitching on the way up. Come on, Arai, you got to think of it.
Slow down!